Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be why the narcissist keeps coming back. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So why does the narcissist continue to keep coming back? There are multiple reasons, multiple layers of the onion to peel back. First of all, if you are exiting the narcissistic relationship, or if you have exited the narcissistic relationship, the narcissist many times will try to come back. Now, I'm not speaking exclusively to a Hoover, but let's just talk about the Hoover briefly. A Hoover is when the narcissist is testing the temperature of you, seeing you if you are open to rekindling the relationship, or if you will continue to provide whatever you're providing for them. Basically seeing if you are still thinking of them, or wanting to elevate them or help them out, or if you haven't broken the cycle, the narcissistic abusive cycle. So that's the Hoover. But many times the narcissist will return. They will keep coming back because they know that you haven't broken the trauma bond. They know that you haven't healed. They are playing on your heartstrings. They are playing on your empathy and your love. And remember, the narcissist doesn't possess what you possess. They don't have the empathy. They don't have the kindness or the love. What they have are blame shifting, guilt tripping, triangulating, rewriting the past, the silent treatment, the victimhood or victimness. This is what the narcissist plays on so frequently. So if you are an empath, or you are a kind, loving, stable, healthy person, and the narcissist and you have ended the relationship, however it ended, and the narcissist is still trying to come back to you, what they're doing is they're testing you. You're being tested over and over and over again. And many times people will have blocked the narcissist, gone no contact, etc., and they're self-isolating in their cocoon of boundaries, and they're working on themselves. There's so many people I work with during one-on-one sessions that are doing just this, and this is what I had to do by myself. Point being is these people at times are still hoovered. The narcissist still approaches these people and is testing the temperature of the relationship or lack thereof, because the narcissist does know who they are. They do know what they're doing. They are a shapeshifter. They will play the victim card any way possible. So, example, maybe you are providing a roof over the head of the narcissist, or maybe you are supporting them financially some way. Maybe the narcissist is your adult child and you're doing both. You're sending them money and putting a roof over their head and paying their bills. Well, if the adult child hasn't figured out yet that they have to pay their way through life, what's going to happen with you is you're going to be drained more and more and more. And unless you have a money tree sitting or growing in your backyard, your resources will be depleted. And when the resources are gone, so will the narcissist, because they will look to another source of supply or a person to provide or elevate their lifestyle. That's a small microcosm of an example that I hear frequently. The path here is to go no contact, to block these people, delete them, remove them, and all flying monkeys and people associated with them. If not now, when? Now, let's go back to the adult child that perhaps you have. Yeah, I understand, it's your own child. You don't want to give up on them. You don't want to quit on them. But what you should be doing is really considering they will bleed you dry any way possible, financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, and yes, I do mean that, because they don't care about you. They only care about what you provide. So, example, if on this planet called Earth there was no such thing as money, do you think that narcissism would exist? Absolutely it would, but it would exist to a different level, because what would the commodity be? It would probably be your time or your energy, but it wouldn't be money. Think about it. Think about a cashless society where there's no money. Well, what would the narcissist want to get from you? They would still want to consume your time and keep you trapped in the narcissistic fog and keep you stuck and spinning around in that washing machine of abuse. This is what the narcissist does. It's their nature. They don't know anything other than this. Now, that's not to give the narcissist a pass, because the narcissist, each and every morning when they wake up, they make a decision to stand for goodness or to stand for not goodness, and they choose the latter almost every single day. But why the narcissist keeps coming back at you, or keep coming back, it's because you have something of value that they want. Maybe it is money. Maybe it is the lease on the beach house that you're letting them live in. Maybe it is the Amazon account where you're paying their bills. Maybe it's the credit card where you're paying their credit card bills, and you finally figured out that I need to cut them off from my credit card access because I need to stop the bleeding, because now I have insurmountable credit card bills and I didn't buy one thing, but the narcissist bought everything. You see, the narcissist is a taker. They're a coward, they're a fraud, they're a bully. There's nothing to them. What they want to do is get people stuck and trapped in the devaluation stage or the narcissistic fog. And they want to keep these people reeling, pining, thinking about the narcissist. So now, as I mentioned earlier, why the narcissist keeps coming back, it's to make sure that that trauma bond is reinforced. It's to make sure that you're still thinking about them. It's to make sure that they still matter to you. It's to make sure that they can still bleed you dry of your resources. It's to make sure that you don't have a beautiful night's sleep tonight. It's to make sure that you do wake up in the middle of the night thinking about them, wondering where they are, who they're with, what they're doing. Are they safe? Did you do the right thing? Did they love you? Can they change? Should you have done more? Should you have done less? Was blocking the right path? You see, the narcissist, what they want to do is confuse people, and they want to create as much chaos as they possibly can. And they don't care, one more time, about anybody other than themselves. They don't care about their immediate children or their spouses, their parents. If all of these people went away, in other words, they all went no contact with the narcissist, what would happen with those people? Well, I will tell you right now, those people's health would elevate, it would return. Their clarity would return. Their money would return. Their network and social status would return. They would rebuild, and that's a good thing. They would slow their lives down and understand that the narcissist tried to take them down for the count, but the narcissist couldn't achieve that. They couldn't accomplish it. And what do you think would happen with the narcissist? I will tell you. They will slither away and go on to new sources of supply, blaming you, saying that you didn't supply them money, or you didn't provide for them an education or put a roof over their head, etc. Remember, the narcissist is not ever going to be introspectful. They're not going to be accountable. They will blame shift anyway, any day, anyhow, anyway. This is what the narcissist does. It's what they're doing right now. It's what they did before they met you. It's what they'll be doing this evening and tomorrow. The narcissist can never grow. They can never ascend or elevate, because if for them to do that, they would have to actually look at themselves and realize how many lives they've blown up, all the parental alienation they've dished out, all the money they've stolen, all the money they've hidden, all the hearts that they've broken. And they would look at one thing, the common denominator there, that would be the narcissist. But they can't do that, and they'll never do that, because they believe they're infallible. They believe everyone else is the reason for their faults or flaws. This is why the narcissistic relationship does come to an expiration date. This is why they all have an expiration date. And this is why these people are sinking ships. They will play the victim card any way possible. They will come at you holier than thou. They will say whatever they have to say to get you to believe in the nonsense that they're selling. But this is what people do. They believe in the mask. They believe in the false narrative of the narcissist. They give them one more chance, and then they pull back. Then they give them another chance, and they pull back. Then they give them another chance, and so on and so on. Think about how many opportunities you gave the narcissist. Probably an awful lot. And then what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Something broke, something snapped, something was not sustainable, and that was the narcissistic relationship. The narcissist knew this. They were just counting the days, minutes, hours, weeks, years, decades, until you finally figured it out, until you finally went no contact and cut off the money supply or cut off the access to yourself. This is what the narcissist fears. It's one of the worst fears. The number one fear of the narcissist, in my take, is to be exposed. Another one would be to be abandoned. Another one would to not matter. Another one would be to have all the nastiness that they do to other people be done to them. But see, on the channel and in the community, we don't do that. We're not toxic people. We are beautiful, bright, shining lights. And we are the power. We are the fuel sources, if you will. We are the people who have changed and entered the third version of ourselves. The narcissist cannot enter any other version of themselves other than existing in that low vibrational quagmire state. And they want to keep and capture as many people as they possibly can down in that state with them. And that's what they want. They want misery, because the narcissist, in their tiny little pea brain, it's a little script running around that's in a constant loop. And what it says is, I matter, I'm important, I can do this, I can be better than this. No one's as good as me. Nobody is as powerful as me. I'm the best, I'm the greatest. This is what they tell themselves over and over and over again. And yeah, you'll catch them mumbling sometimes. You'll catch them talking to themselves in the shower sometimes. You'll catch them singing the chorus to certain songs, and you'll be saying, why would you sing that chorus? That doesn't really make sense. Well, there's a hidden meaning behind everything the narcissist does. There are cryptic messages, i.e. dog whistling, that was meant just for you, which means just under the radar, just under the tone of the verbiage of their words, there would be sublayers of messages that were meant just for you. That's why you could be standing at a party with, say, 50 people or 100 people, and the narcissist could be talking about something, and you would hear the undertone, and you would know exactly what it meant. But to the exterior, to your average person, they would take it at face value. They didn't know what you knew. That's why the narcissistic relationship is the relationship you need to heal from, and it's the relationship you need to run for the hills from, because the narcissist will continue to abuse you, continue to manipulate you. They will keep coming back at you as long as you keep that door open a crack. And also, if you do keep the door open, and you should not, you should be going no contact, but if you keep it open, what you're going to find out is the narcissist will worm their way or slither their way back into your life. They will kick it open, fully bored, the door will be open full, and they will continue to abuse you, the whole time claiming that they're the victim, the whole time claiming that you have it so much better than them, and the whole time claiming that they can rekindle the relationship, or that you should give them another chance or an opportunity, or they've changed, etc. You see, the narcissist is not who they claim to be. They are a toxic person. They're a person who is a parasite. They're looking for a host. They're looking for someone to leech off of, or sponge off of, or suck dry. And that person was you. My hope is it's no longer you, and my hope is you've gone no contact, etc. But if you haven't done that, what are you waiting for? If you know you're going to go no contact with this person eventually, why not do it today? What is stopping you? Understand that where you are today is not where you will be in 3 months, in 6 months, in 9 months, or in a year. But to get to where you're going, number one, you probably don't even know where you're going yet, because if you are still tethered to the narcissist, you're still in that loop of misery. But number two, when you get to where you're going, which doesn't include the narcissist, it is an abundant place, and there is more than enough room for you. It is called the pinnacle of indifference, the mountaintop of indifference, where you no longer care about the narcissist or anybody from that period of time. This is rarefied air. This is where you belong. This is where I am, and so many people I've helped to get there are existing. Sorry, they're living, they're not existing. And when we are on the pinnacle at the mountaintop looking down, what we see is the toxicity of the low vibrational quagmire state, where all the narcissists are slithering around way below our shoes. The narcissist never thought that you would go no contact. They never thought that you would block them. They never thought that you would heal. They thought they would have the ability to keep coming back and take more and more and more from you. But as I mentioned previously, each and every narcissistic relationship does have an expiration date, and my hope is yours has reached that point. Whether you were discarded or not, my heart goes out to you. But the point is, being out of a relationship that is debilitating, it is life-threatening, it is taxing, it is trying, and it is challenging, to say the least, is the path. Being in these relationships will never serve you. Being in, I hope I said that right, being in a narcissistic relationship is not the path. Being out of them is the path. I spoke a little too quickly, but what I'm sharing here is that you need to get out of these relationships. You need to understand that you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. And there is no longer room in your life, now or ever, for toxicity. There's no longer room for poor behavior and for turning a blind eye or turning the cheek to the poor jokes or the poor behavior of the narcissist. We don't do that any longer. So understand this before I close the video. The narcissist will continue to come back over and over and over again until you block them, until you really take that message and you take the lifelong learning lesson from the past and you apply it to present day. Because you are in control. You are more strong than you think. You are stronger than you know. And you are moving forward each and every day. And it is you who has the control. It is you who has the power. All you need to do is hit the button and block these people and get them out of your lives and cut the tethers, the financial tether, the emotional tether, the spiritual tether, and the spiritual tether and the physical tether from these people. Because you do not want to know anything about them. They shouldn't know anything about you. And you should be narcissistic relationship free. Understand what I'm sharing with you. So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning, no matter where you are on the planet. You are not alone. Remember that. You are not alone. God bless you all. I love you. And understand something. Before I close the video, understand something. The narcissist kept coming back in your life over and over and over again. And it wasn't just one narcissist. It was multiple narcissists. And when you finally got that needle in a haystack and figured out what narcissism was, and you healed and you slowed your life down, and then you had boundaries and you went no contact, etc., with the main person who challenged your life, then you go down the rabbit hole of education and exploration, and you look at other relationships, and then you do the same thing with all these people, whoever they are, or whatever you need to do. But this is the path. The path is to not allow toxicity into your life. And it's not until you finally get the message and you realize that these people do not change. They only deteriorate. They don't improve, and their words are hollow. They mean nothing. When you understand that's when you can put an end to the narcissist keep coming back. Because I will tell you this before I close it, the narcissist will keep coming back into your life over and over and over again until you put a stop to it. That is why so many of us have had to relocate halfway around the world. That is why so many of us have had to start all over again, rebuild and create new friendships, etc. That's why so many of us are changed forever for the betterment. And the narcissist They cannot change. They can only stay in that low vibrational state, and they know it. That's why they wanted to steal your beautiful, bright, shining light, but they can no longer do it. At least that's my hope. I love you all. God bless you. Before the rainstorm happens, I'm going to go, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, from every country in the world, from Singapore to Thailand to the United States to Japan and every country in between, God bless you all. I love you. And please drop comments from where you are. I'm sending you abundance, positive energy, and love. I love you all. God bless you. Bye.